Hello, I'm still new, a beginner of doing movies, uh, and I had accidentally my loudspeaker on this, this kind of things I had in the computer, so you couldn't hear my voice. So I need to do a recording over again because the devil should not win over me. It's only up again and do a new recording. It was about healing. People ask me about healing. They don't understand how the healing is working. And so now I'm going to tell you about it. So, it's very much with this about recording. First, I want to tell you about here is my websites, the blog address and websites address, and they are in English, even if it says footstep in Swedish. Is it English? This is my first domain that I bought in year 2006 or something. So I was talking English because I thought I should not be staying in Sweden for a long time. So, and here it is. And then I will tell you, this is healing in Kenya. I show you this picture because it's the only picture I have when I do healing. It was people that took picture of me so I can show you. But here in Sweden and in other countries, it's have been healing when no one is with me. So there is no picture of it. But it's happened quite often that people is wanting me to heal them or asking me for healing. And I tell people that I am a healer because what should I do? I have to promote myself as a healer or else they can't read my mind. So I have to tell people say that you talking about healing. Should not say that. But how can people know it if I am not in a church? In the church they can tell, other people can tell, or they say that in the posters that is healing coming on here. But not when I'm by myself. And healing is God's love. That's what this means without translating it. But it means God's love for you. So what you see on television, these pastors that is on television and cast down people on the ground and some beat up people and do bad things to people. That's not God. God is gentle. When I do healing, it's very loving. things. It's nothing screaming or throw people down. That's the sound, the voice of the devil. The devil voice is like throwing water on the fire. It sounds like that. I have heard him many times, and I heard him all the time now on television. How can you have him as an idol, as a little god for you, when you know that God is love? And this is not love at all. You give the money to the devil. You give the credit to the devil. The devil can also heal. He's a healer also. But that's only temporary healing. It's like his life is temporary. He's going to be deceived of God, and the God will have the victory, and then where is his healing then? The devil. But be healed by God, it lasts forever, because when you're going up to God, you also be healed all over the body. Or as I say, it's a spirit that's going up to God. You get new clothes in heaven. That means you get a new body in heaven. And then people wondering where I get my healing from. And always do this wrong with pictures. Here is this is me in the middle. I'm very sad because my sister, she was manipulating. She was adopted of my parents. I and my brother, we are brother sister from the same parents, but she was adopted first before we come, and she took my brother to be her friend in these evil things. So my brother loved to put a pillow over my head and face when I was sleeping, and he don't stop to hold the pillow over my face until I lost. I don't know I know the word, but I can't tell. Conscience, I lost, so I stopped breathing, and so he did many times. If I fall, when it was snow, he put so much snow over me so I couldn't breathe. But he was under my sister. It's something wrong with him. It's mental sick today also. My sister, she struggled to addiction of alcohol. I'm the survivor of these 3 kids, and it infects my life forever, what they have done to me. So one day they were babysitting. We were outside and no parents was there. And then my adopted sister, she pushed me out of the street and a truck came and drove over me. And another time it was, they had big sticks and had put me down in the grass, and then they hit me with those big poles, what they have sticks. But it was a man that come and saved my life. But he never told the police about it. My sister, she was in hospital when she was in this age, and the doctor said it was nothing wrong with her, even if she was vomit, threw up, and had was feeling sick. But she was envying me because I was so cute and she was a boy, a little hometown boy in her style. Was straight hair and I was curly hair, and every people loved me because I was cute. I was so sad about it. It was like that. And then I remember I was laying in a dark room. It was cold. I was nude, so I was very cold, and it was dark. It was in a hospital. I was with dead people. I was dead. And then I saw him in the dark. It was like the ceiling was open in the room, and it come down a circle formed black plate, like a plate to me, like this. I have been in X-rays as a child, and that in that time was it black plates, but this was different. I knew those X-rays plates, but this was not that because it's come from a corner in the ceiling, and it was like metallic hands that hold me back, and very, very powerful hands. And then come God's light over me, warm, loving light. My whole body was in the light, and I have felt those hands before, and it now after in 2001 or 2, I wake up in the morning and it was these strong arms, and suddenly I saw Jesus Christ jumping over me with sandals and this robe and white hair and white beard, and he was screaming, "Get out of here!" I was in the forest with a Vietnam veteran, and it was dangerous to be there because he was sick from the Vietnam War. And when I told him that that Jesus Christ had come down and told me to get out of there, he said, it's best to do it. I have killed so many people in the Vietnam War, so it's best to go. He knew that he was mentally sick. So I think it was here I get the healing in my body. And I grew up with that healing inside me, in God's covering over my life, because I have been very close to die many times in accident with things and people that want to kill me, but they have not could it. So that's where the healing coming from. And when and then God told me about this when I was a child. This is God's voice was in the room, and Jesus Christ was standing in the corner. And for me, I think it was the right side from God, and that right side. If I look here, it was God, and here was Jesus Christ. And then was my daughter here. She was 15 years old when they come down, and she was saved instantly from Jesus Christ. And I was, after some years, I was saved by God. Step by step, I'll be saved and complete. And then when I grew up, and I had very wealthy relatives. So one had a film to play those big wheel films. They have some Disney movies to show us, and I'd be so scared about one Mickey Mouse movie, and here it is. I was so scared about that movie. I always ran out from the room, and my brother and sister only laughed at me and tried to force me to come back. But I be reminded about what happened in that room where I was laying in the dark, and it's coming down from the ceiling like it was in that movie, coming down, And of course I was scared. That's why I remember fragment from the terrible thing that happened to me. I didn't know it was good for me, that I'd be healed and return back to life again. And so what God was talking about, it made me healed, because He put together those small fragment I had when I was a child, and I didn't know what it was. But when God come down to me in my home and explain it for me, He explained many things for me, what have happened in the past. But He also told me about the future, about be sitting here and talking to you. That's what He have told me from the beginning in year 2000. He come to me, about August 2000, and then I left Sweden. I left everything. I have only 2 suitcases with me with clothes, because I was leaving for Seattle in December 18, so I didn't know what sort of clothes I should have, so I bring with me old clothes for the whole year. That's why 2 suitcases. And then I have to go homeless without any money and be taught by God and Jesus Christ how to survive without any money, without any home, without any help at all. And then to learn what the devil is saying and do things to help you and also God about the devil's his business, his evil business, and help you to understand what is going on in this world. But that's another video, and I hope I have got with me. I remember the most of those things that I recorded in the first video of today. So, God be with you, be blessed, and take care of you, because God loves you and I love you also. So, from me to you, I just